Greetings! In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the new features of Bible Analyzer 5.2. We have two videos we're going to do of this. The first one's going to do the general features of Bible Analyzer, and then the second video is going to deal with the word study and Strong's enhancements we put into Bible Analyzer. First of all, some of the appearance features and functional features. You'll see that in the dictionaries, that the tabs now have a yellow highlight to indicate which resource has the current title or the current entry. Here the word is scripture, and there you'll see that these three, and also you can click this button and they'll show up in a dark red color, show which titles have the entry. And there the Web 1828 has it, so forth. There used to be a book icon there, but we took it away and put the yellow highlight to make the more space in the tab. Second of all, another thing you can do with the tabs is you can rename them. Here we have the Thayer tab called Thayer 2, just so we can rename it. And we can take the 2 away and just call it Thayer and click OK. You'll notice how it renamed. So you can rename a tab now. And also you can move a tab. Say for instance we want to move this Thayer tab to another tab position. We'll just click on it, hold it down, and then let it up where you want it to be. And there, it's in the second place. And we can move this ISB over this direction, and there it is. So it's easy to move tabs. You can also move these commentary tabs. Say we move the TSKE over here, and there it is. And you can move the Bible tabs. Let's move this tab over here. So it's easy to move tabs now. But more visible new feature that we have in Bible Analyzer is something we call the Quick View panel. Now you'll notice in Bible Analyzer from the very beginning that we've had the pop-ups. If you put the cursor over a reference or a link, it will pop up on most of them showing you what you have. Well, now we have a Quick View panel, and if you click that Q button in the toolbar right here, here will pop up a panel that is a substitute display area for the data that the pop-ups normally displayed. Say for instance now, if I put the cursor over these, it shows up in that panel. If I put the cursor up here, it shows up in the panel. If you click, it's the same action as before. This just redirects the output from the pop-ups to this panel, which is very helpful. Sometimes the pop-ups get in the way, and they view or obscure your view of something else you're wanting to see. Well, this way you have a dedicated area for the data or the references versus Strong's numbers or whatever to show up. This panel can be moved around. You just grab a hold of the title bar, just click on it and hold it. You can move it around where you want it. By default, it's down at the very bottom like this. If you have a fresh start of Bible Analyzer and click the Q button, this is where it will show up. And you can move it. The little indicator will show you different places you can put it, or you can even let it free float like that. You could let it float off the page or whatever, but I seem to like it over here the best. So we just put it over here and have a small window, and that lets us view the things that the pop-ups normally would display. Let's hide that again for the moment. I'll show you another feature. Let's type in the beginning of a word. Let's make a wildcard search. We'll type LOV and a wildcard. And this will show our new word form chart that shows up in the search results. And so we typed in LOV and we got a word form, shows you the different forms of words that came from our search criteria. And there it was any word that starts with LOV. And here we have them, they show up in the chart. Also, you'll notice that the hit highlight is red in this case. And it's normally yellow, but you can change that in preferences. You just go to preferences and find where you want to change the search highlight, and you'll find that it's right here. It's red. We could change it to blue. We could save that. We could do a search again here in the AV this time, and let's do a search, and you'll see now they're in a light blue color. So that's another new feature. And one more feature we'll show you before we go to the next video is if you go to the dictionaries and commentaries, there's a default, set this title as a default dictionary button. Say for instance you were wanting to you had one type of study and you're wanting to look things up in just a certain dictionary. So here's Webster's 1828. We'll click that. It'll ask us, do we want to make it default? We go OK, and then no matter which tab is selected, say we're clear over here, if we click a word, it will take us to that default dictionary and show up what's in there. Also, if we hit the Control key and put it over a word, it'll pop up. This is with the Control key down now. And we'll just put the cursor over a word like that, and we'll get an instant pop-up of what the definition of the word is in the default dictionary. And again, if our Quick View panel is open, the same thing works. Now I'll just do a control, and notice there. Down here we're seeing all the definitions of the terms, and this is with the Control key down. Alright, this is most of the major features of general features of Bible Analyzer 5.2, and in the next video we're going to take a look at some of the new morphology features, Strong's number features, and our mutual highlighting features. Alright, thank you.